things off. Josh Hart and Devontae Graham, Jonas Valanciunas, Brandon Ingram, and the rookie Herbert Jones, who's a little bit like Draymond defensively. That's what they're trying to get as Brandon Ingram goes right.
Been struggling, but it's not surprising they wanted to get him off to a good start, give him the first bucket.
So Poole and GP2, Devon Looney, Wiggins, and Otto Porter getting the start. And GP2 highlighted top of the
changing sides of the floor. If you cut, someone's got to find you. Looney's saying, I can do that too.
Valanciunas coming off a 25-point game. And you got to slow down Devontae Graham. The Warriors rebounding the ball going to be critical.
Basically. I still feel bad for Willie Green as Zion Williamson is still out. We'll just never know what they would be at full capacity.
That was great defense by Wiggins and a great second.
That kind of training early on, it would happen faster for him. Other guys, it comes a little later. But I feel
added that to his game. You see him at 44%. He's top 10 in the league. Shot clock down to 7. Wiggins will use that Looney screen. Wiggins making something out of nothing, but off iron there, and the friendly bounce to Kevon.
Mistakes. You know what to expect from him. It's just a matter of him finishing or not finishing just because of lack of size, but he's always going to play the right way.
He's played in every game this year, too. Only Warrior to do that. Ingram, that looked like Durant. That's where... Pelicans up 8-5 midway through the first, and we talked about 7 threes in a game in a kind of incredible stat line, all part of our Taco Bell take. There's 4 guys in the league that have had a 35-point, 10-rebound, 7 threes in a game. Steph, Jonas Valanciunas, Kevin Love, and LeBron. And Kevin Love and LeBron just did that recently, but what a box score. 35, 10 boards, and 7 threes.
That's a great list to be on. Valanciunas, you got to respect it. It's inside, outside. He's super skilled. And we remember him with Memphis. It almost frustrated us watching him play because they would never give him the ball enough and give him enough post-ups, let him touch it. And here, they give him his touches. He gets some post-ups here and there, but he loves to hang out around the three-point line, especially if he knows the big doesn't want to come out there and guard him.
Now, and Willie Green and the staff have told him to take more threes. Andrew Wiggins, nice take inside.
Well, you got the smaller defender on you there, and he's just trying to expose Devontae Graham. It's nothing personal. It's just smart. And the Warriors recognize it. You got the switch, little spin move. See where the rest of the defense is. Oh, I'm right under the basket. Let me go ahead and power up and get this and one.
You know, Steve Kerr never talks about himself, but the ATOs the Warriors run, the after the timeouts, I mean, if you wanted to start looking at the efficiency of the way they score, it's incredible.
They're really good. And they really pinpoint different defenders, understand, okay,
exactly
is this guy going to switch on to him? Are they okay switching this guy on to Andrew Wiggins? Okay, let's see if we can kind of target that.
Steve and his staff, after timeouts, the Warrior efficiency is excellent. They're tying it up on the three-point play, and Valanciunas, an offensive foul, banging and bumping with Looney.
He was doing all he could to get great position. After setting that down screen, turned and tried to seal Looney. He knows he's got the size advantage there. Did a little too much.
You know, drafted by Toronto, traded to Memphis for Marc Gasol, then traded now for Steven Adams. And I'm with you. He's always been a productive big, but, you know, you've got to utilize him in that productivity.
And I think they're looking to the future, too. Like, once Zion comes back, hopefully he comes back.
You don't have to play
soon.
Zion at the 5. You got a legit 5 there.
And he can kind of spread the floor a little bit. Zion likes to hang out inside.
All right. Otto Porter Jr. restored my faith in humanity because that was such a wide open 3. If that hadn't gone in, I would have started to get real nervous on the Warriors.
Hopefully that's the start of something.
Jose Alvarado, the backup point guard, is checked in.
That's really well done from Otto Porter on the weak side, just making sure you don't overhelp, making sure you can get back to Jones.
Damian Lee and Nemanja Bjelica's first playing time. Alvarado, 4 years at Georgia Tech. He was undrafted. He plays with a lot of energy. He was giving Chris Paul all he would want the other night.
Well, he's a really good defender, and he's pretty good when it comes to three-point shooting as they get it to Valanciunas.
Oh, wow. So Valanciunas missed the bunny and then offensive basket interference while that was on the iron.
He's going to want that one back. He's smiling. That's all you can do sometimes to keep from crying.
Such a nice pass from Ingram. It just not paid off. And Well, it's in the cylinder. You cannot touch it. The Elites have thought about that three. Nemanja somehow found Wiggins. Shot clock at 11. They doubled Jordan Poole initially. Shot clock down to 5. Damian Lee setting up Wiggins. Shot clock at 1, and his three. Oh, wow. Great Pelican defense. Better Warrior offense.
You said Otto Porter knocking down that three was a start of something. The Warriors kept working it around.
The Elites has given up a lot of bulk there, and so Porter went to double. And this is where Herbert Jones, always going to be a defender, 50 points a game and shooting 48%.
His three-point shooting percentage is going to continue to rise, too. His form looks pretty good to me.
The Elites with a three. Okay, did you know when Porter made a three that you'd have 3 threes in a row made?
Well, that's what I said.
If you know stuff before this game, you have to tell me. They made only 5 last night. They've already hit 3 once Kalena said they would all start going in.
Everybody's feeling good now.
Alvarado having it blocked. And Valanciunas not giving up on that play.
His reaction time is really good with those loose balls, but Warriors know if they're double teaming Valanciunas, they got to collapse. And they beat that one up that last time.
Wiggins has Valanciunas on a switch, flying in to kick it out. Jordan thought about it. See the Pelicans much more intentional on defense, a lot of good recovery. Wiggins corner three inside of the back.